I'm not sure what compels me to do these responses while I'm sick, but there's a reason that you watch the entire video before you start making comments. And this response is to Katilette. Hi, my name is Connie, and I just finished watching your My Beliefs video. And first off, you are absolutely right. It takes a lot of bravery and courage to get on the internet in the first place, but to get on the internet and share your personal beliefs with the entire world, knowing that, you know, politics and religion and hot button subjects tend to cause backlash. I've already been a bit of that from I sent a response to a more liberal YouTuber and got a lot of negativity from it because I shared what I had believed, and a lot of people were like, that doesn't make sense, and I got a lot of responses that said you're stupid. And while that doesn't I really don't want to back up anymore, but I know, yeah, sorry, I'm sick, feeling feverish and but while I don't agree with what you believe, it's not my place to pass judgment, and unfortunately sometimes saying, well, I don't agree with what you believe, you know, comes off. Anything that usually comes as a response as negative sometimes is seen as judgment, and, you know, I know it's not my place to judge, and a lot of what I believe is countercultural. It's counterintuitive to my nature. I believe that I'm primarily selfish, that I want to do what I want to do despite some of those decisions being downright destructive to myself and to people around me. But God is a faithful, loving God, and I do believe that He sent Jesus to die on the cross to be my Savior. But beyond that, He 3 days later, God raised Him from the dead, which is unbelievable and difficult to explain to people unless you've had experiences. And even when you don't completely understand, you know that you know that you know in your soul that this is real, that it brings you peace. And because of the love that I now know, I want to share that with other people. And sometimes new Christians can get a little overzealous and kind of be like, well, I'm right and you're wrong, and that totally defeats the purpose of what they're trying to do. And luckily I've been walking with Christ for a long time, and I'm not saying that I've arrived. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm in no way, shape, or form perfect. But I also know that actions are going to speak louder than words. Although, you know, this is the internet and it's YouTube, and basically all I'm doing is talking. But I would hope that through the things I tried to do, as well as the things I tried to share with people, that they would, you know, see those good things, those things that apart from God I could not do on my own, and wonder what the difference is. And I believe that if you seek for truth, you're going to find it. If you seek long and hard, you are going to find what it is you're looking for. And some people are like, well, I've never had an encounter with God before. It's about where your focus is. And if your focus is me, you're eventually going to come up empty. But if you learn, and that's something the example of Christ is that he gave of himself. He was a servant, and he was God's son, for crying out loud, and he put that aside and said, you're worth, you know, me sacrificing everything I know so that you can have reconciliation with God, that you can have that peace with God. And it's not that, I can't, we can all speculate about what heaven is, what happens after death. No, but I'm not sure because I've never died before, but I have peace knowing that when that happens, I believe I'm going to stand before God, and that He knows me, that I know Him, and because I've asked Jesus into my heart to be my Lord and Savior, and I've tried to walk out a life that shows that all heaven is. I heard one person describe it as in 2 words, and it says with God, and that's gonna be an amazing experience, I'm sure. But I'm curious to know what other people believe, and more than just the negativity. People get frustrated, people get hurt, people make mistakes, and I can only hope what ends up happening, especially when you wave a flag and say, oh, I'm this, or oh, I'm that, like, oh, I'm Christian, oh, I'm Mormon, oh, I'm Muslim, and people are fallible. People make mistakes. People are not perfect, and when they wave a banner like that, people tend to be like, well, then all Christians are like this, or oh, God must be like this, or oh, this must be like that, and that's not the case. And sometimes, I don't need to speak for God. God knows exactly what needs to be said to each and every individual person, what it is that they're going to need. And I would hope that when people open their eyes and ears, that they're able to see that beyond themselves, that, like I said, you're going to find the truth. So I want to say thank you, Katilette, I love it, for sharing. And you asked for a video response, and now I've babbled for almost 7 minutes. So I hope that this made sense, and I look forward to seeing more videos. And yes, you're awesome, and thank you. And yeah, some people, you can't deny somebody's personal testimony. So I hope that in the future you'll be brave enough to share that experience with more people, if not on the internet. So yay! Keep up the great work. I think the content's awesome, and yeah, I look forward to more. So, for those who somehow find this video, please tell me what you think. Tell me what your beliefs are. Tell me your frustrations. Maybe we can all figure out how to solve the problems of life together. Not all of them at the same time, but, yeah. Till then, this is Connie. Be careful with that. Enjoy! Please and thank you.